So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars, Venus in the ninth house of your birth chart, as in what happens when they're sitting together in the ninth house, known as a conjunction. Okay, and as always, if you want to know where your Mars and Venus are placed, what sign they're in, what nakshatra they're in, along with all your astrological details, check out the links here, Astrology.com. You will find my consultation, my books, my reports, and also the link to my academy, Magavedic Astrology Academy, where you'll see one of the greatest, most popular courses on astrology, Nandinadi, which is the easiest form of astrology. That's it. Nothing else beyond it or above it. Okay? So, Mars, Venus in the ninth house. What do you think we can say about this? See, here's the important thing. I know I don't usually say this, but once you know the significance of the triangle, you become a rishi yourself. You're able to decipher anything. What is a triangle? House, planet, and sign. House, planet, conjunction. Sometimes not even sign is needed. Once you know these three things, that's it. Not even that. Let's just get rid of all of that. Just the significance of a planet and the house will give you everything. So one thing you will see, first of all, let's say this is a female chart. What is Venus, first of all? Venus is marriage, relationship. Venus is also money, luxury, name brand. Hello. This is why I do that Venus wealth reading. Because once you know Venus wealth, then it doesn't matter how the profession is. Career is different from how the money comes in. What I do is I kind of just combine the both. So first thing we see in a female's chart, from the arrival of the husband and marriage, money becomes active. In a man's chart, arrival of the wife naturally makes the money active. Luck rises in life. But how does luck rises in life post-marriage? This person will actually get interested in manufacturing, buying and selling goods that are manufactured somewhere where there's really cheap, and then they'll sell it with the highest of luxury brand. That's what happens. This is a sign. This is a great placement for manufacturing, import, and export. Now, why is that I'm saying this? Because Mars represents manufacturing, number one. Why is that? Because Mars is a ruler of the 8th house. With Scorpio, regardless of what ascendant you have, Mars is the ruler of the 8th house. And where does manufacturing happen? It happens in hiding. It happens in those big steel factories that you barely have any windows. You can't just walk into Apple and see how the next phone is being manufactured. It's hiding. It's hidden. And Venus represents goods, luxury, especially when these people will very much be interested in going into service and goods related to women. Women's cosmetics, because Mars is also chemicals, Venus is liquids, clothing, clothing brands. This conjunction proves, and especially you will see with this Venus and Mars, especially post-marriage, when you both, like one thing you should do, when usually people will always say that, after marriage you should go to a temple, you should pray to your gods and goddesses. But the thing is, this is one of those positions you must. Right after marriage, either 3 days after marriage or exactly 3 weeks after marriage, go to a pilgrimage spot. And that pilgrimage spot has to be somehow connected with Lakshmi or Hanuman. Okay? It should be one of those 8 forms of Lakshmi, Ashtalakshmi, right? And there's different locations for each Lakshmi. So you need to pick the spot where there's a Lakshmi and Hanuman temple. When you go there post-marriage and you come back, your Bhagya Uday starts. Now, what about you're a Christian, you're in US and you don't know none of these things? What happens? Well, it becomes a slightly different. Right after marriage, both you and your spouse should join a gym. Start working out. because then also this energy is getting the lubrication to make the wheel go around smoothly. Venus Mars in the ninth house shows right after your birth, father would get some kind of a property or vehicle. Back in the days, it would have been more of land or scooters. Now, cars and home both become active. With Venus and Mars naturally together, we see that especially this person will get a home that is going to be on a height, but will also have a red color bricks, red bricks or red color paint outside the house, not interior, outside the house. It'll look like it'll be a new property, but it'll be purposely made to look old, just to give it some texture. And with Venus and Mars in the ninth house, your spouse will be met through either help of the father or at somebody's wedding or at a religious or spiritual ceremony. But most likely, 90% of the time, you will know this person. You'll be very familiar with this person that you meet in your life. Usually back in the days, a lot of cousins' marriage used to happen, right? A lot of cousins would get married. Very normal. At least when I found out about some of my own family members, my own parents, being cousins, that was a shock to my generation. Like, really? Oh my God. Because we looked at our cousins as our brothers or sisters. But it was common then. So usually this placement will always have something, especially in the ninth house. One will meet somebody through a paternal lineage to marry. Nowadays, is most likely friends, because nobody wants to do those things unless you're still in some those old traditional, patriarchal societies where these things are still relevant. And wow. Butterflies, geez. I've got like 4 or 5 butterflies just hitting the window. The other thing you will also see, this individual usually tends to either fall in love with one of their students or they fall in love with their teacher. They'll have a crush on their teacher. Sometimes relationships can also happen behind the scenes. Could be high school, could be college. Could be some kind of instructor, but there's a tendency of falling in love with such a person. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Venus, Mars in the ninth house of your birth chart. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos. So you want to know where your Venus, Mars are placed, along with all the consultations, check out the links here, chaosastrology.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.